right, Coach, thoughts on today's game?
I thought a much-needed win. Like you get to a point in the season where we were 3 weeks on the road, and I really felt like we came back from SFA and Sam Houston, like not just physically beat up a little bit, but mentally beat up a little bit. And it's nice to be back home and in front of the home crowd. And I felt like it took the girls a little bit to get rolling, and that just shows what this conference and the travel and that takes its toll on them. And like I thought once they got back into a good rhythm and started feeling good and confident about each other, I thought we handled the rest of the match really well.
Coach, it, as you just said, nice bounce back win. But what did you just tell the girls in that first timeout that was taken, and that kind of just shifted the momentum all to your guys' side today?
I just told them that I thought we were a little better than we were playing. I thought we were doing just enough to be ahead on the scoreboard. And we've talked about it all week that we got to play with more purpose than just to win or lose matches. And they have to start looking within themselves. Are they doing everything they can on every single point to move themselves forward as a player, and this year and into next year and in life? So that's kind of what we've talked about this week was like, well, what's their purpose really besides just winning and losing matches? Because I felt like we were just hanging on to losses so heavy that we couldn't move past that. So they had to play for more of a purpose than just winning and losing, and that's what I challenged them to do the second half of this game. Don't just win to win on the scoreboard. And I felt like that's what we were doing. We were doing just enough early on in the match to stay ahead by 2 or 3 points, and that's not where we want to be. We want to be 2 or 3 points ahead of Sam Houston or New Mexico State or Grand Canyon, and that's what I really challenged them to do.
And you also said about challenging them, and it was a challenging match for at least the first set where they were kind of like matching you, but then into the second set, you guys kind of broke away a little bit, where you just kind of saw serves being hit, and their return game, once they lost their player, it was not kind of a game over situation, but you guys put the right pieces in.
Yeah, I thought Indy did a great job, and this is the second match in a row that she's come in, and she's been super effective at a super high percentage in the front row. Obviously, she did it at SFA when Sarah went down, and then today coming in and filling in for Iwana in the front row. And I think that's key, like for somebody else to be attacking at a high percentage, and then we don't lean so much on just the traditional players. And I thought Paris did a really nice job in the middle. She hit 500. So if we can get that out of her on 10 swings, like that's a nice option to have. And I thought she blocked the ball pretty well after she got her feet underneath her. And I thought we served much more aggressive in the second half of the match. We challenged them to not serve so soft. And so I think all the adjustments we talked about kind of went back to what you were talking about and allowed us to get rolling.
And next home match you guys have, what do you want to see just improvements otherwise from your team?
I think the big thing for us is what we did in set 2 and 3 have to be the theme next week. We have to put balls away, and then we have to keep the attack errors low, and we need to hit much better than 156 like we did in set 1, and we need to be closer to that 250 to 300 mark. And when we've won our matches that have been against good opponents, we've been hitting in that hitting range. So I think that's key for us, is to defend a few balls and attack at a high percentage.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys.